Let's note three things about circular reasoning. First, not all circular arguments beg the question. Second, any valid argument has some measure of circularity, either formal or conceptual. And third, as long as the premises don't simply reiterate the conclusion, they can readily lead to an acceptable conclusion. This slide shows two types of circularity, formal and conceptual. One hinges on the form of the argument, the other on the concepts the argument uses. Here's two examples of formal circularity. Premise: today it's cloudy and breezy. Conclusion: so today it's breezy. The form of this argument is perfectly valid. It's a well-known inference known as conjunctive simplification. It simply states that, given any conjunction in a premise, we may validly drop either conjunct and infer the other conjunct in the conclusion. Here's a second example of formal circularity. Premise: the Pope is in Rome. Conclusion: so the Pope is in Rome. And here's the form: E, therefore E, where E symbolizes the proposition that the Pope is in Rome. What's important to note about both instances of these formal circularities is, despite the fact that they are valid, they aren't cogent. Another way to think of these arguments is to say that they may be valid, but they are trivially valid. If you made these arguments to anyone, you'd get a funny look, and no one but a logician would bother to make them. This concludes this segment of a multi-part lecture on fallacies of presumption. Please proceed to the next segment.